on For All Non-Believers as well, you got a couple songs with Rampage on there. So
Oh
what
yeah, Rampa Rush. My
so
God.
how and why did you end up doing multiple tracks with him?
So Ramp and I just became friends, and his creative energy. Sometimes he would be, because he was in the studio with me for a lot of records that I just, recorded. But his energy and his friendship is so special to me, like a brother, MC brother. So, and then he's just a dope artist. He's just a dope, rapper. So, dope MC. So that's how those records, I'm sorry, came about. The Take It There record where we're in the video together. That's Ramp, just him and I having some fun and really enjoying ourselves in the studio and just being creative.
Okay. And you reference on Take It There in particular, you reference 5 o'clock. So, uh, people do that on a regular basis, but
Mm-hmm.
what made you wanna do it, especially on specifically on Take It There?
Probably because it's, you stick little reminders, you kind of remind people um what you love me for. You love me on 5 o'clock. So it's kind of like a reminder of saying 5 o'clock in there. I've referenced 5 o'clock several times in several different songs that people will never hear. But, sometimes it just makes sense for me to say that, 5 o'clock in the morning, where you're going to be. It's just a reference to kind of say this is where we met on this record.
Okay, fair
Hmm.
enough. And then at the time in '99, MCA also had The Roots,
Hmm.
and the Take It There remix features a lot of the Roots crew, produced by the Roots, etc. So, being that you saw them, they had already been around for a few years, but then they blow up with Things Fall Apart on MCA. You're
Hmm.
blowing up at the same time, and now they're, icons in the game. They've done so much stuff. What
Hmm.
and their lineup has changed significantly since 1998 or
Right.
9 when you worked with them on the Take It There remix. So with that being said, do you remember anything specifically about, in particular, Black Thought or Questlove to see what they were back then and what they've evolved into now?
Um, I think, it's funny. I mean, it's not like we spent an immense amount of time together. Um, but the consistency of who Black Thought and they are to me the same people that they were then when we worked together. They're still the same. Black Thought is still the same lyrical animal that he was back then, that he is now. He's still that same calm storm that if you want to get caught up in that, then you get caught up in it. He's still that same person, that even keel of, oh yeah, well, go ahead and poke the lion. He going, that sort of thing. Quest is the same person. That's the, I think, the beauty of um seeing them evolve into what the world knows them as right now. I think to their fans, people, because I'm a fan, to their core fans, they're the same people that they were then, and they are those same people now. They just have, a whole bunch of other people that, have come along and, seen the incredible artists that they are. But at the core, they're the same people, the same dope artists.
Okay, gotcha. Speaking of dope artists with yourself, you also had some other songs like the What's Up Shorty, Giving You Back Your Name,
Hmm.
Just Your Love, that had come out, if I remember correctly, in the mid 2000s.
Hmm.
Um, and those, the thing I was the most intrigued is sonically, they're very different. They're much more up tempo. You're rapping a lot faster.
Hmm.
Uh, Even though some of your stuff, going back to Crab Rappers, was confrontational or braggadocio, it seemed like a little more energized confrontational
Hmm.
braggadocio with those
Hmm.
three songs.
Hmm.
So, what led to or resulted in that kind of creative evolution for you?
So the What's Up Shorty, and big shout out to A Sharp, DJ A Sharp, producer A Sharp, who produced those records. And then uh he produced What's Up Shorty. And what's up the track for What's Up Shorty? This is during the time of Little John Yeah, and Usher, and it's during that time. So it's that energy that's really that has consumed music. And so when he gave me that, and I would invite people to go, because that What's Up Shorty, the track, listen to What's Up Shorty, the track, and then listen to What's Up Shorty, the actual song. Because when I received the track, it terrified me. Like, it was so much going on in this record, which I love. I love instrumentation, things just, coming out of nowhere, but music. I love things like that. So, and then the transition in this record, in What's Up Shorty, when that came, and this is me listening to it for the first time, I'm listening and I'm already, and I'm like, oh boy, what is this getting ready to do? What is it? And it did that. And I sat there with that track for like maybe, I think I might have had that track. Everybody, I mean, well, at least I did. I always kept a full on studio in my house. So I'm sitting there at my 32 channel, you can't see me, but I'm sitting in here like this, listening to this record for like maybe a week, because I'm just really enjoying the music. And then I put the headphones on and it evolves and pieces come, because that's how I write. I write pieces in my head and I'm saying them at the same time into the mic, and then that's how it comes. So that record from A Sharp is a whole completely different producer. He has a completely different sound. And he knows how much instrumentation that I like. So he went and got everything he could find and put in that record. And so that's why it's during that period of time of the Little John sound. And I'm again, Soren, I'm just a dope MC. So that's what came out, and I don't mind telling people every now and again, there is, and I know this has to happen to other artists, because, or other MCs, because I said things and then I say it back to myself and I'm like, wait a minute, you just said so and so and so and so. And you're so wrapped up in the writing, and it's just pouring from you for whatever reason. It's coming out organically. And then you listen back to it and it's like, it's that time when you're not writing like, okay, I say cat, rat, hat. What goes with cat, rat, hat? It's just whatever comes from cat, rat, hat. And then you listen to it and you said, oh, you know what I'm saying? I said that. So it's hard to explain, because it's such a creative explosion when you listen back to yourself and you said, oh, God dang, hold on. Do you realize you just said a double entendre? Do you realize that you said that? You know what I mean? You just, wrote, but you didn't even mean to do that. So it's those sorts of things. So yeah, so I could go on and on, so let me calm down. But yeah, so
Well,
that's why the
do,
change came with What's Up Shorty.
do you often not realize, or the double triple entendre stuff? Do you really not realize that a lot of the time, or is that just some of the time, or what?
Yes, it's some of the time, because some of the times you can, and not that I'm writing a bunch of those, but some of the time, I'm trying to connect the dots with a point. I'm trying to make a point. So I'm trying to figure out how to get down this street. Okay, I got to go down this street. I'm trying to get to this point. So let me map this out. Sometimes I map it out. And then sometimes I just be like, let me just go left and see what happens. So sometimes I will realize, but I remember one time, this is crazy. One time, and I wish I could find this. Lord have mercy. And Marley, if you have this, I would like to get it, because I can remember being at Marley Marl's house. That statement alone is crazy. So I'm at Marley's house, new artist, um, recording, and I'm writing the record. We don't have the record. I'm writing the record, and Lords of the Underground come in and write. Lords of the Underground just come in, right? So I'm doing the record, and unconsciously, I put in Lords of the Underground in the record, not on purpose, because I'm looking at Lords of the Underground, but it's just flowing from me writing in such as Lords of the Underground. This was hours after they gone. They've been gone for hours. I done fell asleep, woke up, And subconsciously, I remember that they are there, they had been there, and I put them in the record. But I don't even realize this until the playback.
Mm.
So those types of things happen. And I know they happen for other artists that, they write things, but sometimes it's intentional, like Lights and Sirens, when that happened. And I'm sitting down and I'm intentionally writing these because of what just happened. So yeah, it happens sometimes it doesn't.